So look, you can have the best ads or product in the world, but if you don't have a solid converting landing page, then it's all for nothing. You see, over the last 7 years, we've generated over $1 billion in sales for our clients using Facebook and TikTok ads. One of the key components to that success is having a high converting landing page. Because if you know how to generate traffic and you're sending tons of quality people to your website, but nobody's converting, well, you certainly have an issue and it's going to be very hard to scale. And during these last 7 years, I found out a few key secrets that are backed by data because we have access to not only thousands of ad accounts, but we see exactly what is converting on Shopify stores and understand the apps, the themes, the wording, the descriptions, the way to orchestrate your images, which is a key component in being able to make an ROI with your campaigns. And before I share these secrets with you, you need to understand what makes a landing page a bad converting one. So here I found an example online of a website and a product, and this is a website that people are probably not converting on at all. And if they are, it's a very, very low conversion rate. And the reason is because of a few factors. One, this doesn't communicate trust. The first thing I immediately notice is the product looks to be photoshopped. If you're drop shipping or in the space or don't have your product yet with your logo on it, photoshopping like this, if it's a poor job, it's not going to deliver a lot of trust to people. They're likely not going to buy. If you have the product or you're drop shipping or you have an actual brand, you want to take photos of the actual product. You want to get it delivered to yourself so that way you can upload authentic images and not just renderings. Renderings can be fine temporarily, but ultimately you want real product photos. Secondly, these need to be flipped. The image needs to be on the left-hand side. This needs to be on the right. If we're on mobile, it doesn't really matter. But for desktop purposes, these definitely need to be flipped because consumers are used to adding to cart on the right hand of a desktop website. Next thing is all of this text is very long. For somebody to read all this is just not going to happen. And you can see how far down it pushes our add to cart. Not only that, but our add to cart button is almost unseen. We can barely see it down here. We have to select the plug before it shows up. And then when we hover over it, we can't even see our add to cart text. That is a huge issue. It's going to decrease our add to cart ratio. And then share it, tweet it, pin it. Anything social media related about sharing this product isn't necessary. People think, oh, they're going to share my product. It's very unlikely. They're going to share it if your video is viral on social media, if there's a good message, or if they absolutely love it, they'll grab the URL from the website and share with their friend. These share buttons really don't do much and they're unnecessary space and really just waste space in general. Then as we scroll down, there's another image down here that doesn't really make sense. There could be some text next to it explaining what is going on here. Once we get all the way down, we should have payment badges to show what options of payments we have. We should have reviews of the product. We should have call outs. If this is on sale, this should be highlighted even further. This text should be broken up into different brackets to digest the information. The shipping should be down here. All of this stuff that's up here, the refund policy, contact, all that should be broken down into brackets so that way we can see exactly what is going on and where that information is. Because if we have to look at the shipping, now we have to go to a different page rather than just doing a drop down and seeing it right away. Shipping doesn't even really tell us much. It says emails typically respond within 48 hours. That doesn't say anything about the shipping. That's more contact information. Shipping should tell you how many days. When are you going to package the product? When is it going to go out? Is there a link for somebody to track it? Will you receive a tracking code? These are things people care about. They want to know where their product is. In 2023, Amazon and these big companies deliver packages quickly. And if you're on Shopify, then you want to make sure your customer knows at least how long it's going to take to receive the item. Next, we have a refund policy. This is really important because this could be a value add or a value takeaway. If you don't do refunds, it could be a value takeaway. This one says, please be careful when placing your orders. We do not accept change of mind refunds. It's a very odd refund policy, definitely not a very trusting one. Sounds very sketchy. If anything, you should be comfortable with doing refunds because if you do a return policy, then people are going to feel more comfortable with buying your product, thus your conversion rate is going to go up. It means you have trust in not only you delivering the product to them, but it being a quality product. If you don't trust your own product, then it's going to be hard for you to not only lift a little bit of your conversion rate. Next up, the contact is a submit rather than just having the information allowed where somebody can actually just right away email. And then let's go ahead and go to the products. Product page is fairly simple, collection page. We click on it. We can see this one has a little bit more information. They have a pop-up. A pop-up's great for capturing emails, but there's definitely a lot that could be done here. This one does have a review, but the review should be at the bottom. Let's go ahead and select an option to add to cart. Takes us to an add to cart page. Realistically, we want a slide cart because we don't have to load a secondary page. So all in all, you can see what really constitutes a negative landing page experience. And so now that we know what a bad landing page is, I'm going to let you in on a little secret for how you can get a good landing page, one that is high converting. And one of the themes that we use for this is called Debutify. It's extremely responsive on Shopify, and it's up to date with many apps and tools that you can utilize to not only increase your conversion rate, but provide an overall better experience for your customer. And yes, anyone can learn how to use this tool, even you, Nana. So let's look at what makes a landing page high converting and how we can structure one so that way we can start generating sales in a more effective way. So here I have a brand called Waterboy, and this is an example of a good converting landing page. And that means it's either above a 3%, 5%, in some cases a 7% conversion rate. And you might think that's a really high number, but it's very achievable if you know how to deliver the right information and know exactly what people care about and what they want to know before they buy a product. Is it price? Is it the shipping times? Is it a special offer that's incentivizing them? Is it because they're bought into the brand? Is it because they're buying because of a friend? Do they love the founder's story? Does it look like a product that they would want to own? Do they want to try it? There's a lot of factors here. Is it solving a problem? Is it a better alternative than another product they use? These are all questions that have to be asked, and they're all legit reasons why somebody might decide to opt for one product over another and move forward. And so when we look at this landing page, we can see that they have the reviews here, which is great. Headline is hydration plus weekend recovery. So it's insinuating that you might have gone out on a night over the weekend and did a little bit of drinking, which is why it's a hydration recovery. And then they have the product image here, which is great, with right next to it, a glass showcasing an orange, blue raspberries, so you can get an idea of what this might taste like. It's hard to understand what something tastes like if you can't visualize the ingredients. So if you have something in this realm, you want to showcase what the ingredients look like, so that way people can not only get a sense of what it will taste like, but actually visualize it. Next image we have is a product comparison. Product comparisons are great because if you're using another brand like Liquid IV, Pedialyte, Gatorade, you'll know what the main difference is in Waterboy and these other brands, which is a key component in getting somebody to actually move forward because they might opt for the healthier version. And if your product is providing that, well, you certainly want to communicate that through your landing page. And then we have some reasons why you might use it. Are you dehydrated? Do you have anxiety, stomach nausea? We're calling out key problems and then positioning the product as a solution. And then we can see our flavors here on the right-hand side: strawberry lemonade, lemon lime. Very easy to see, very easy to click on. And we can choose our packages in terms of what size we want, 12 pack, 24 pack. And then we save more if we choose more. And then one time versus subscribe and save. And then we simply add to cart. As you can see, a slide cart comes out. Very simple, very easy to move forward. We can see the button to shop pay right away. We have options with PayPal if we decide to use that, or we can simply check out because we got our free shipping. Free shipping can help somebody move forward in the process because people are used to that these days. And then we simply check out and move forward with buying our product. So now what we're going to do is we're going to rebuild a landing page inside of Debutify, and I'm going to walk you through the steps to set this up. And feel free to follow along because there's a link below this video that's giving you a special coupon to get Debutify, where you can access this theme and start to create a landing page with us. And I found a random product online that was in the hydration space as well, and we're gonna use Debutify to build them a new landing page. I'm not associated with this brand. This is just one I found online that I thought could use a little bit of help in making a higher converting landing page. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add the theme from Debutify into Shopify by going to the online store. We'll select themes, we'll add theme, and we'll upload our zip file of the Debutify theme, which is linked below. Once we do that, we can start to customize this. And one of the first steps we need to do is add our products if you haven't already. So since this is in the hydration space, I'm simply going to copy the name hydration. Going to add it in. Then our description. Let's go ahead and take a look at what they have. So this piece highlights the hydration benefits. Realistically, we want this piece to show first because it talks about the product itself. Naturally sweetened, zero sugar formula, no calories, no extra junk. We can add that into our description. And honestly, this could even be broken up where we call out these pieces either in a visual way, where we actually show an image of zero sugar, 0 calories, no extra junk, where it's showing an X as a visualized image. But for now, we'll add this into the description. Keep it simple. Here's our ingredients. And then we need to save one of our images here. We'll do the raspberry or watermelon version first. And then we can add in our supplement facts here. Then the price, they have it $42.50 for a 30 pack. Then we can add in our variants, which is going to be flavor. We have raspberry. That's how we spell it, raspberry. Then we have watermelon. And then we have lemonade. There's our raspberry image. We can start to add in the rest of these images. Let me just come back down here, select the image for each one. And now we have our variants. We can hit save. We refresh our page, and now we can start to see our different flavors populate here. Now what we want to do is go to our actual theme and start editing the product page. So we'll go to our products and start adjusting the way this looks. We're going to remove the social media, remove the phone numbers. We'll leave the announcement bar. We'll take away follow us. We want this to be a very focused announcement bar. Remove the get in touch with us. This becomes very focused on the call out, the special offer, which is really important because if people care about free shipping and they care about a 30-day return, that's what we want them to initially see. We'll go ahead and save this. We don't need search because there's really only one product we're pushing here. So none of this is necessary. We want drawer cart for sure. We'll show a little cart icon instead of a bag. Button style full. And then we can start adjusting our colors here. They use a blue for their add to cart, which is a part of their logo color here. So let's go ahead and save their logo. We're going to upload our logo into the header. We'll select it. We'll then change the background of our menu. We're going to do that by going to theme settings, colors, header. Adjust this to black for now. Borders. Text will bring to white. All right. And then we need to find out what blue this is. So we can simply go to Canva. Make a quick Instagram post example. All we got to do is just take that logo, drop the logo in, and this is the easy way for us to find out what the color is of this logo, which is hex code 1BA9E3. And we can come back here to our theme, choose our colors, then adjust our button to this color. There we go. And then what we want to do is start to scroll down and make some adjustments here. We'll adjust a lot of this later, but we want to find our announcement. We'll change that to very similar color. And our accent background, definitely want to leave this white. Form elements, we can either leave these white, or we could do a very soft blue, which is clicking on this and then just simply dragging it over further to the left here, and just a very soft blue. So that way it works well with the branding. It doesn't take too much away. And then background here, we'll do black for this. White. Very easy to edit and make adjustments. Fairly simple. Very easy here. All right. So now that we made most of these adjustments, we can start to see our product page coming along here. We can start to edit some of these other items. We're again going to switch this to a button so that way we can see the different flavors that are above. We're going to do this under add to cart. So that way you can see how we're starting to consolidate a lot of this information. Left align our text so it's easier to read. We'll take away the image zoom on this. Take away sharing icons. Take away product tags. Don't need the collections here. It's just wasted space, and really all the information needs to be focused on the product itself. And then we can choose to beautify reviews to add in our review app, which would be down here once we install it. And we can save this. Now we can go back to our product page to add in some additional information on our product specifically. We can do this by adding in an image. If we go to their actual product page, we can see they have these icons, which can be made in Canva, which are super simple to do. We're going to leverage these as well. They're veteran owned, which is supporting veterans, which is definitely a selling point because they have a cause. A lot of people buy because they want to be a part of a specific brand. Veterans might be more specifically involved in purchasing from a brand like this because it says, are you an active duty, military, veteran, or first responder? Get in touch for 15% off. It's a definite good way to help increase conversions for sure. So what we can do is add in an image here. And now we can preview and see these callouts, veteran owned. And then we also have the 100% natural, 0 calories. This is that information that was already here. So realistically, we could start to remove some of this information because it's already being repeated. Now we're back to our product page. We can start to make some more adjustments here, specifically related to some of these sections. We could call out our specific highlights here. For instance, this could be free shipping. This one could be veteran owned, made in the USA. And then this one can be get 15% off. And specifically, this is calling out if you're an active duty officer. All right, so now we have some additional information here, and we can change these icons. Obviously, we could change them to images. We can view available icons for what they have, adjust the colors of this if we wanted to, which would be our specific blue. There it is. We can go through and find those different icons and adjust these as well. So we definitely want to show our payment icons. We can remove the powered by information, theme settings here. We can fill in all of our social media. We definitely want to do that. If you have Klaviyo or an email marketing app, it's great to connect it. We'll remove this here. Add in our About Us section. Move this. We could add in our logo down here as well, if we'd like. So that way people can see it down here for additional branding. We're going to show dynamic checkout buttons because we want PayPal or Apple Pay to show up if we have it. Trust badges are important. You can remove a lot of this additional information here that's unnecessary. No need to show the inventory quantity. And then what we can do is start to add additional information underneath this cart. Now we're back to our menu. We don't need the wish list. Don't need any of these animations. We don't need to show a count. Well, we can show a count if we want people to know how many items we have in cart. That is fine. Show currencies if you're selling in multiple countries, that's totally fine. And then we can save this as well. Then we're definitely going to want to change the menu by adjusting it. In our menu section, we have our main menu. We don't need the home because our logo is the home. We're going to change this word from catalog to shop, so that way people know exactly what they're doing. We have our contact. We'll have our free shipping info, or we'll have our shipping information. Which should follow under our policies. And then we can save our menu here and go back to our online store. And obviously we're not going to be able to make every single change in one session, but it's important to note that you can get a lot done in a very short period of time just by going through and making these adjustments. You can see our product page is starting to come along here, and what we can do is add in some additional information down below as well, which is going to include more highlights around our product specifically. Then we want to add in our testimonials. And we can continue to add in specific sections where we have an image with text even. And this is where we can go ahead and highlight some additional information. And this is where they're showing additional products in their case. And rather than talking about a routine, we'll do this as a suggested use. Hydration for on the go. We could break this down a little bit easierly, so that way it can be understood just by bullets. Hydration for on the go, and then we have our testimonial here. And if you don't have reviews yet, that's totally fine. You'll build them up. I'd recommend using the Beautify review app, and essentially what you can do is just start to capture reviews and eventually open up the review app once you have enough, which is usually around 10. It's just an example. Then we can move our testimonials down below the image with text. Our reviews will be down here with our testimonial. And you can start to see that the page is coming along. Our quick links can be adjusted as well, where we have shop, our contact info, our shipping info. All this information needs to be down here so that way people can see exactly what it is. And what we want is a good product comparison as well. So we might go ahead and develop a product comparison, just like Waterboy has done here, by putting together a list of different products to compare against. They were comparing against Gatorade with that testimonial, so you could definitely add in an image by going to Canva and designing this. You can simply go here, and we could even look up designs comparison. So here's a lot of good comparisons. So right here, we could take this one. There's a lot of different options here. You can see how quickly, here we go, hydration, perfect. It's already highlighting it. We can see which one really fits our brand and adjust it with our coloring and start to use it right away. So all we got to simply do is just adjust the quick colors here. Let's do this. Actually, we'll go back to this gray. Others versus us. Protect. And then we could change that for our logo if we wanted to. And then this is where we can drop in our image for sure of our product. Take this, you can see how this really starts to come together. This could be no sugar. Zero calories. And what's another special call out of theirs? $60-day guarantee. So that's a 60-day money back guarantee. And then we could have others, which is simply not, we don't have to call out a specific brand. We can just highlight another product or generalize it in a specific category. You can either be specific or just make it more anonymous and just call out what the industry is doing as a whole. And just remove this, add an other. And then we could call out some of the highlights specifically here. And say added sugar. And generalize this by saying higher in calories. And whatever the differences are, you can have that. And so this is just an example where we're calling these three things out. And there you go. We have a simple breakdown of this. It could be a lot fancier. This is going to suffice for now because it's definitely going to help with the conversion rate in general. We could download this. We can even add it to our product image by going to our store, going back here and save this page. Then we exit, go to our products, go to our hydration, add in the image. And then we're able to go back to our theme and make adjustments. And there you go. Now our product page has an example breakdown of others versus us. And so this is really great because we can also add that down here as another example image by adding a section. Featured image. You can select this image, upload. It's always good as additional info because they might highlight between the products. Select this. You don't have to do full width. We could definitely make this much smaller too, but yeah, this is taking up too much space. So realistically, we want to consolidate this. We have it in the product image. That's fine here. If we wanted to add it, we'd probably add it as a much smaller image or a full width bracket where we have multiple products that go around for the highlight. Then coming back up here, we can start to see everything is really coming together. Now we're not fully done, but just with a few edits, you can quickly see how fast a product page can come together that is simple enough for somebody to get the right information to convert. And we could spend a good amount of time going through and refining, adding in all these additional pieces like our reviews, adding in additional information around the product, ways that you can use it, highlighting lifestyle, highlighting videos. This is all information that's going to help with a high converting landing page. And once again, if you would like to use this theme as well, you can go ahead and select the link below. It's called Debutify, and we have a special offer just through this video alone. So definitely make sure to check it out. And I'm super impressed with it and how simple it is to use and how quickly you can really put a product page together. As you can see in this video, we very quickly were able to get a very baseline landing page. That's not the official one, but it is a baseline starting point that's going to allow us to build onto. And these are the exact methods that a lot of our students have been able to use to go from 10K, 20K months, all the way to $200,000, $300,000 sales months. And even Zoe here, who went from 5K to 44K per month. And in my Ads Mastery one-on-one mentorship, we literally show you exactly how to set these things up one-on-one with you, going through your Facebook ads, going through your TikTok ads, how to optimize them, how to increase sales, what audiences, what creatives convert, how to optimize your landing page to get more sales out of your site. That way you can hit your first 6-figure, 7-figure, and even 8-figure month. And this program is extremely limited. We do have a limited number of spots, so definitely make sure to click the link below this video or DM me the word mentor at Real Chase Chapel on Instagram if you're interested in joining. And if you really did like this video, I would appreciate if you like and subscribe because it truly does help the algorithm. Once again, it's your favorite digital marketer here, Chase Chapel. Cheers and bye y'all.